You're not ready for what's coming, and to be honest, no one is. Something about February 2025 feels different. It's not just another ordinary month. It's a trigger, a pressure valve on the verge of exploding. You may not realize it yet, but by the end of this month, your life, your energy, and even your perception of reality could be completely transformed. But why? What makes February so special? The answer is right in front of you, but few can actually see it. February isn't just a month. It's an acceleration, a distortion, a cosmic anomaly that forces change, whether you're ready or not. Some will thrive, others will struggle to keep up. But one thing is certain, no one, absolutely no one, will come out of this unchanged. And the most intriguing part? The secret behind all of this has always been hiding in plain sight. February is the shortest month of the year. But have you ever noticed how time seems to behave differently during these 28 days? Like it's slipping through your fingers? Like each day is compressed and sped up, as if life itself is on fast forward? That feeling isn't just in your head, it's real, and soon you'll understand why. By the way, have you noticed that you feel different too? If so, then stay here, because what comes next could change the way you see time, and maybe even reality itself. Time is speeding up, but why? Have you ever felt like February just flies by, like every hour disappears before you even get the chance to truly experience it? That's not a coincidence. With only 28 days, February carries a different energy, almost like the universe is pressing the fast-forward button on our existence. The weeks feel compressed, emotions intensify. Even the simplest decisions seem to carry more weight than usual. But this isn't just a trick of the mind, it's a real energetic phenomenon. And soon, you'll see just how deep it goes. Imagine time as a river. Throughout the year, it flows at a steady pace, but in February the riverbed narrows, forcing the water to surge forward with unstoppable intensity. This compression of time creates a domino effect. What was once dormant inside you starts to rise. Unresolved questions demand attention. Changes you've been avoiding for months become inevitable. And before you even realize it, your life is being pulled into a whirlwind of transformation. The clock isn't just ticking, it's pushing you forward. And the most intriguing part, this frenzied pace isn't a mistake. It's cosmic design. February is a spiritual shortcut, a period where the universe speeds everything up, intensifying lessons, bringing quicker consequences, and making opportunities vanish in the blink of an eye. If you've ever felt this before, get ready. Because this year, time is accelerating faster than ever. But why is this year different? Something much bigger is happening. On February 28th, the sky will reveal a spectacle that is not just beautiful, but powerful. 7 planets, Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars, will align in a rare phenomenon known as the cosmic convergence. This isn't just an astronomical event. It's a sign. This alignment creates an energetic harmony that impacts not just the planet, but each and every one of us. It's as if the universe is tuning its instruments, preparing to play a celestial symphony, a melody that resonates in our hearts, minds, and souls. Even if you don't realize it consciously, something inside you is already feeling this shift. And now there's only one question left. Are you ready for what's coming next? What does this really mean for you? This alignment isn't just happening in the sky, it's activating something inside you. The energy of these celestial bodies creates an invisible tension, pulling at the subtle threads of your existence. You might feel it as an unexplainable restlessness, an urgent desire to change direction, or an overwhelming need to break free from everything that no longer makes sense. Because this alignment isn't just happening, it's transforming. It works like a catalyst. It speeds up processes that have been brewing beneath the surface for a long time. It shatters illusions, exposes truths, and forces you to face everything you've been avoiding. Nothing escapes this cosmic dance. Now, imagine all of this happening in a single day, amplified by the already intense energy of February. This isn't just an astronomical event, it's an activation point. And the most unsettling part? This kind of alignment is like a door that opens for a brief moment and then closes. Those who pay attention can step through it and enter a new cycle of personal transformation. Those who ignore it may find themselves stuck, reliving the same patterns over and over, like a loop with no exit. But there's something even deeper happening. The hidden code in the dates. What makes this alignment even more powerful? A number, an ancient code hidden in time. February 22nd is not just another date on the calendar. It's a portal, a connection point between the visible and the invisible. Known as the 222 portal, this repeating sequence carries a universal meaning: alignment, manifestation, and accelerated transformation of reality. The number 2 by itself symbolizes balance, duality, and partnership. But when it appears 3 times in a row, it's no longer just a number. It becomes a calling. Maybe you've noticed it before. People all over the world report seeing 222 repeatedly on clocks, license plates, receipts. This isn't a coincidence. It's a whisper from the universe, a cosmic alarm clock ringing only for those who are ready to listen. The 222 portal is like a crack in the fabric of reality, a moment when the barriers between the material and spiritual worlds become thin. On this day, what is usually hidden can be seen with absolute clarity. Manifestations happen at an astonishing speed because the energy flows without resistance. Emotions intensify, intuition sharpens, and then an unexplainable feeling takes over your mind and heart. I need to act now. On this day, your decisions carry far more weight than usual. Even the smallest choices could trigger massive changes. What you think, what you feel, what you do, all of it has the power to shape your reality in ways you can't yet comprehend. But there's something even deeper at play, because the 222nd portal of 2025 isn't just another yearly event. This year, it's part of a unique energetic equation. Amplified by the planetary alignment, it becomes a trigger for an unprecedented transformation. It's as if the universe is doubling the intensity, creating the perfect condition for awakening. But here's the warning. This portal won't scream for your attention. It whispers, it reveals itself through synchronicities, subtle intuitions, and tiny details that most people overlook. The question is, are you paying attention enough to notice? Because what comes after this portal is even more challenging, and it won't just affect you, it will change everything around you. What comes next? After the 222nd portal, something shifts, and it's not just inside you. You'll start to notice that the people around you feel different. Friends, co-workers, family members, everyone starts behaving strangely, as if an invisible energy is influencing their emotions and actions. Some will become more irritable, others will become distant, as if they're not even there. And then there are those who will drain your energy with just one conversation. This is not a coincidence. The Earth's energy field will be so intense that the masks will fall. What's hidden inside each person will surface, whether it's light or darkness. And in that moment, you'll have to make a choice. Will you go with the flow and step through the door, or stay trapped in the cycle that keeps repeating itself? The moment you need to pay attention to, something happens this month that most people don't even notice. Energy vampires grow stronger, and the scariest part? They don't even know they're doing it. They could be close to you, friends, co-workers, family members. They don't need rituals, magic words, or hidden intentions. The very frequency of February works in their favor, pulling energy from you without you even realizing it. Ever walked away from a conversation feeling exhausted, like something had been drained from you? That's not your imagination. Under normal circumstances, this effect goes unnoticed, but in February, it amplifies. You might feel your motivation plummet, your mental clarity fade, your energy slip through your fingers for no apparent reason. That's why you need to protect your energy, because what's at stake isn't just your mood, it's your path to awakening. And get ready, because people from your past might suddenly reappear, old friends, past relationships, connections you thought you had moved on from. This isn't happening because they've changed. It's happening because they can feel your energy rising. The universe is testing you. Will you fall back into old patterns? Or will you recognize that your growth has taken you beyond those connections? And if you think this is intense, just wait. What comes next will make you question if the world around you is still the same. The isolation effect. When reality feels different, suddenly, even when you're surrounded by people, you might feel an eerie sense of loneliness, a strange disconnection from the world around you. This is the isolation effect, not because you're physically alone, but because your frequency is shifting, creating an invisible distance between you and everything that once made sense. Conversations that used to be engaging now feel empty. Eyes that once held connection now seem distant. Even familiar places feel cold, as if something has changed. This is not a flaw in you. This is not a temporary phase. It's the universe creating a silent space so you can hear something more important, your own inner voice. This isolation isn't a punishment, it's preparation. The universe knows that great transformations require silence, a step away from the constant noise of daily life. Think of it as the calm before the storm, that eerie moment where everything seems still. But behind the scenes, an immense energy is building. And while you struggle to understand why you feel this way, the universe is realigning your life. Relationships will weaken. Old bonds may fade away. You'll start to realize that some connections no longer resonate with who you're becoming. The most challenging part? Resisting the urge to fill this void. Most people try to escape it, distracting themselves, seeking company, trying to recreate old routines. But this silence has a purpose. It's trying to show you something. What remains when everything superficial is stripped away, and it is in this emptiness that something new begins to emerge. Because when you finally accept this isolation without fear, you open yourself to an even deeper discovery. But now comes the real question. What happens when even the universe seems to go silent? The next step reveals a challenge that few are truly prepared to face. The energy blackout. When the universe turns off the lights. Imagine feeling like everything was finally falling into place. Signs from the universe everywhere, sharp intuition, synchronicities happening constantly, and then out of nowhere, everything stops. That deep connection you felt with the universe, gone. This is the energy blackout. And no, this is not a mistake, it's not a punishment, it's a test. The universe turns off the lights to see what you do when there are no more easy answers. Suddenly, you feel an odd emptiness. Your meditations don't seem to work. Your spiritual practices lose their spark. Even your thoughts feel disconnected from something greater. This is the moment where many people give up, where many get lost in the darkness. But here's what most people don't understand. The blackout doesn't come to break you, it comes to make you stronger. Because now, without signs, without synchronicities, without certainty, you have to trust yourself. And that is the ultimate test. The moment that defines everything. Most people panic at this stage. Suddenly, everything goes silent. The signs disappear. That connection that once felt so strong now feels fragile, or worse, non-existent. And then, the questions start creeping in. Did I lose my way? Was everything I felt before just an illusion? But here's the secret. True growth happens in the dark. The energy blackout is not a punishment. It's a purification process. It removes the need for external confirmations, for constant proof that you're on the right path. It forces you to trust yourself, even when everything around you is screaming the opposite, because the universe wants to know, are you walking this path because you feel it inside, or because you constantly need signs to reassure you? This phase may feel endless, but it's only temporary, and then, when you least expect it, a spark appears in the darkness. Something subtle, almost imperceptible, a thought, a feeling, a small sign, and at that moment you finally understand. The blackout was never a lack of energy. It was an opportunity to discover the light within yourself. But now comes the most important question. What happens when that light finally returns? What changes inside you? What changes in the world around you? The next step reveals a crucial moment, where a single, seemingly small detail could open the door to an entirely new reality. Change arrives, but not in the way you expect. There won't be fireworks. There won't be a grand sign from the universe saying, "This is the way." Instead, opportunities will appear in the smallest, subtlest details. A sudden thought, an unexplainable impulse to say yes to something you'd normally decline. A quiet desire to change a habit for no apparent reason. And this is where the secret lies. The biggest transformations in your life always begin with choices that seem insignificant at first. The universe doesn't shout, it whispers. These moments don't come with a sign labeled opportunity. They show up disguised as coincidences, random encounters, or even as challenges that seem too small to take seriously. And this is where the difference lies. Those who are stuck in routine, drowning in distractions, won't notice a thing. They'll go through February like any other month, but those who are awake, for them, a simple glance, an unexpected conversation, or even a moment of silence could be the key to a quantum leap in their reality. And here's the most important part. When you recognize one of these moments and take action, something magical happens. It's as if you unlock a new level of your life, a version of yourself that has always been there, waiting to emerge. And once you step through this invisible door, there is no going back. You start to see life more intensely, and you realize that until now, you were only scratching the surface of your true existence. But now comes the final question. What happens after this subtle transformation? What changes within you when the timelines finally split? Because what comes next is the moment when the universe decides who moves forward and who gets left behind. Now tell me in the comments, have you ever felt one of these subtle changes in your life? Like the universe was trying to tell you something without saying a word? Have you ever had that feeling that one small decision changed everything? I'd love to hear your experience, and if this video resonated with you, share it with someone else who needs to hear this, because maybe you are meant to be the subtle sign in someone else's life. And don't leave just yet. Check out the video appearing on your screen right now. It's a powerful message that will accelerate your evolution even further. You'll be surprised. See you in the next video. Now, as we reach the end of this revealing expedition, I want to express my deepest gratitude to you for staying with us until the end. Your dedication and curiosity are the fuel that drives us to explore, demystify, and share these intriguing stories. I want to share something special with you. As a fan of the Map of Higher Self channel, you are about to embark on a unique journey of self-discovery and mental formation. I present to you the Map of Higher Self, a revolutionary ebook that will redefine your mental reality. As the creator of this content and leader of the Map of Higher Self channel, I'm sharing my deepest experiences and valuable lessons with you. Each chapter of this ebook is a reflection of my journey, filled with practical lessons I've lived and transformed into wisdom. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your journey towards self-knowledge and positivity today. Imagine yourself for a moment as one of the ancient explorers who ventured into unknown territories. guided only by the flame of curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. Every piece of information, every symbol deciphered, is like a map leading us deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown. And just like those explorers, you too are now a little closer to the truth, carrying with you a new understanding of the forces that shape our world. Your presence here is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable contribution to a vibrant community of curious and knowledge-seeking individuals. Every view, every comment, every like is a step we take together toward a deeper and collective understanding. You are not just a spectator, you are a partner in this journey of discovery. So, as we close this chapter, I invite you to reflect on today's revelations and prepare for the next steps. We will continue unraveling secrets, questioning established truths, and exploring the mysteries around us. Your participation is essential, not just for the growth of this channel, but for the expansion of our horizon of knowledge. Until the next discovery. And remember, the real power lies in questioning and understanding what is beyond the visible. And before you go, don't miss these 2 videos I've selected especially for you. They're packed with deep knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and continue your journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of wisdom with the amazing content our channel has to offer.